started.
Oh, something up is something weird.
Okay.
Yep, there we go. No, said it was working. No, that says it's working.
Oh yeah, this says just waiting, huh?
That's weird. No, it's something weird with
Oh,
YouTube.
Wait a
there it
minute,
goes.
wait
I
a
don't
minute.
know what it
Something
was.
Okay.
happened.
Sorry, people, we hadn't
There we
started.
go.
Because
Yay!
there's something
Yep,
weird
now
with
I
YouTube.
see it on YouTube.
Yeah, there's something weird happening with YouTube there. I actually thought we'd started because the YouTube studio had said it was working, but apparently it wasn't streaming, so that's interesting. But it's working now. We're here now. Sorry about that, everyone. Yay! Hi, thanks for coming over.
Yeah.
At least we hadn't really started talking about anything yet. We were just chatting in general in the background. So, as I said earlier, if anybody wants to hop in who's not in Perps Organising Group, send one of us a message. We'll shoot you a link. As long as we know you, yeah, it's all good. You're welcome to hop in and share part of the Christmas cheer with us. The handover time for the next one is what, hour and a half, but just under an hour and a half from now, isn't it?
Yeah, hour and a half from now.
Okay.
And that's to who? Who's up next? Perp?
How do you say that name? I forget.
I think it's Cecilia, but I'm just trying to sound it out. I haven't
I'll
heard
make sure I
anybody
grab it out
pronounce
of somewhere. I'm sure it'll be posted in the group anyway,
Um,
and I can
I'll-
make sure it posts. And
I'll
gonna have
copy
a
it to you in
rest.
just a minute here.
All right, no worries. So
I'm
yeah,
still trying to get. Yeah, I'm trying to get your link into the description from the last one.
yeah. Hey,
So that
look, it wouldn't be a
people will know where to
Christmas
go.
relay chat if we didn't have the occasional technical difficulty, especially with YouTube being what they are.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully, it stays working.
Hopefully. And of course, I'm here, so yeah, there's never a production with the Lavender Lady involved that does not have technical difficulties.
Diana,
I mean, just ask.
have you
ask
seen my
people.
have you seen my streams? The number of times I have technical difficulties. Although I must admit, the last one I did with Matt was pretty much hitch free. We even managed to curtail the swearing, which was kind of cool.
Oh my!
Which is well, I said before we started we're gonna keep this one clean, and we even had Digital Demonic Davros join us in the middle of it, and we still managed to keep it clean. Which is pretty amazing. But because we were talking about Santa Claus, we wanted it so that if any kids wanted to watch it, it wasn't going to be a problem.
Okay then, yeah.
Okay. Stool wants a link.
Oh,
That's okay.
God.
Stoolie. Is
There
Stool
goes
in the
the
group,
neighborhood.
Perps?
What's that?
Is Stool in the group?
Whose stool?
Again, I'm not quite sure here. Ow!
I don't know who this stool character is. Who is this? Stool? Who are you?
Who is the Stool? There is the Stool.
Okay, well, I posted it to Stool's group, so.
Oh, I posted it directly to Stool, so there you go. Yep, you're welcome to hop in.
Yeah,
It was
I'm
a
trying
great
to,
stream, Claire. I totally agree with that. The Christmas, I know Matt wanted to do another one before Christmas, and I just wasn't up to it earlier this week when he asked me, and I said, nah, I'm not doing another one. So yeah, I've had been too busy this week, and it's taken too much out of me. So I'm sure Diana understands.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you just have those weeks, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, still wants cake and spoons, whatever that means.
Only stool knows.
Why do you need... Unless you've got cream with your cake, why do you need a spoon? Because you can just pick up and eat the cake. Yeah. I don't get it. If anyone is wondering why I'm not on video, it's because I'm actually sitting in the dark.
Stool's champing at the bit. I mean, there are cookies later, but that's not until
You
my
gotta feel
segment.
really sorry for Santa having to eat all those cookies. There's just way too many of them.
Actually, were I to have Santa's job, I would much rather have joints left for me.
You be really, really high by the end of it. And I don't know, are you allowed to be stoned off your face in charge of sleigh? I mean,
Actually, no, you're not allowed to have anything.
when driving a sleigh.
Really,
Do you drive a sleigh?
yeah.
I suppose you
Well,
no, because you drive a carriage. I assume you drive a sleigh.
Yeah, pretty much. Hmm.
Do you want to hop in, Claire? I'll I know you're about there, Claire.
It's really full of poo, full of poo, full of poo.
What's really full of poo? My toilet just won't flush.
He always does that.
You're a bad girl, Diana.
Yeah, apparently in Pittsburgh the toilets don't work.
Not very well. Oh man, I'll tell you though, what was really great in my Bubka's house was the first time I had ever seen a toilet in the basement that flushed up.
Up?
Yeah. It flushed. The basement was underground. The toilet was underground, and it flushed up to almost street level. Yeah,
Wow.
it was weird.
I sent
wonder
it to you
if it actually
personally, Claire.
flushed up
If
or if
you want to
just the
hop in,
sewer
I've
line.
sent you the link to you personally on Twitter. If you want to hop in. If you take a soundbite from Stool, it will be a Stool sample. Oh.
Hey.
Dear. We did send you the StreamYard link, Stool. I'm wondering who the idiot is here, because both myself and Purple have sent you the link. So, yeah? Unless there's something wrong with my Twitter, and people aren't receiving my Twitter messages.
Yeah, I saw your Twitter message.
There's Claire. Well, obviously my Twitter's working because here's Claire. Hi, Claire. How are you?
Hey, Jen. How are you? Hi, Chrissy,
good.
Cat Lady. Hey, Purple. How are you?
This almost feels like a six-pack fill-in, almost.
It does,
It's about
doesn't
the
it?
right
Yeah,
time,
little.
isn't it?
I actually think this is a freaking fantastic idea. I was so happy to be able to do one of them later on, like 17 hours from now or something like that. This is
17
great.
hours from now, I will probably be home. So if I'm home, I'm gonna try and hop
yeah.
on your stream.
If not, if there's anybody there, I mean, I said I'll figure out practice podcasting or something. I'll read some Tolstoy or something. I'll bore the hell out of you.
If you restart reading Tolstoy, you'll get Diana there.
No,
Yeah.
shit. No, I picked Master in Men. I figured I could go 2 hours with that. Yeah, why not? I'll practice my diction.
Festives.
You know?
Oh,
That's
I
good.
thought that said
Oh,
festives.
you-
Nothing. I was going to say, what on earth
Sure.
are you talking about?
Yeah, practice my diction. No, it's not that kind of show, Jen. Not on the holiday. No. I'm on a hiatus from that show.
This is why we sent you lot to Australia. Still, are
It
you
is.
colonizing me again? Stop it. You don't have
Well,
permission.
Yeah,
Mary
I've
stole.
This keeps happening. I tend to sometimes I accidentally colonize Australia, Jen, and I'm so sorry. It just happens when I'm not paying attention. Sorry.
Yeah. So sorry
Yes.
for the colonization.
You're a sick man, Stool.
Yeah.
I think the best tip I can give you is don't turn around
Don't
and
give
bend
me
over.
any more tips. I've had enough colonization.
Oh,
Oh,
We're going to talk about. Are we now going to talk about my tip? Oh, you're so far.
yeah.
I'm so glad I blocked you.
You blocked
Yeah,
her. How do
yeah,
you
she's-
colonize her if she's blocked?
She's a
terrible.
massive bag of filthy pervert. She's so
Well,
fucking
this
bad.
That's
this
what you
I
love
know. I
about
stream.
me.
Yeah, this I know. I stream with her naked like every week,
Yeah.
twice a week actually.
Yeah, twice a week.
Okay.
Yes,
Okay,
Okay,
you just got an
okay.
extra 10 viewers to your stream.
Hey, you've
Australia
been,
Jen.
you've
Okay.
been on one of
Okay.
my naked streams. Still, I don't know
Yes,
if you
you
were
have,
naked
yeah.
because your
I-
stall's normally naked anyway. So
It is. It's
I
naked
do-
wood. I see it all the time.
He's got-
naked
still
wood
has
running all
naked
over
wood.
YouTube.
Oh, this is like a clip fest.
it is.
It is.
Don't clip
That's what-
any of this shit.
Wait. Stool is not naked. The wood is properly preserved under a clear polycode. It's just transparent,
Aw,
so you see
damn.
everything.
Damn, you
Perp.
faking us out there,
Perhaps
Stu.
I am
It's the
so
Emperor's
going
new
to
polycoat.
have to-
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I don't know what it is. Perhaps I need to know the answer to this. Have you run out of whiskey? Because the jokes are getting really fucking bad.
Yes,
Well, the
sorry,
problem-
native atheist. I don't quite have enough subscribers to have super chats. I would love to have super chats. That would be awesome, but unfortunately, I don't.
Oh,
Yeah.
I haven't
Well, by
quite
the way-
got there yet. So if you're not subscribed,
Also-
hey, subscribe, peeps. Hi, Lucy
The
Lou.
problem with
Australia
super
Jen.
chats. The problem with super chats is they grab. What is it? A third?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but at
100%.
least it's one way of highlighting a chat so that you can grab it out. Because when the
No,
chat
yeah,
is busy,
yeah.
I tend to miss things.
you know that
Yeah. What?
you know that I
What?
don't usually do this. So Australia Jen, would you mind if I just pimp myself briefly?
You can pimp yourself.
I'll be right
Okay.
back.
I'm 4 short of 100. Yes, the big 100.
Woohoo!
And I generally don't give I generally don't give a shit, but it's a personal thing that I've got to achieve because reasons, okay? And when I achieve it, I am going to have the biggest naked fight with Google that you've ever seen. Trust me on this one. I like to fight naked.
All right, you've heard it here, folks.
Thanks, Etty.
I bring
Yay.
you the good news.
Good news.
I
Good
love what
news,
was his-
everybody.
that's the guy. What's his name? I forget his name. Professor
Professor Farnsworth from Futurama.
Farnsworth.
Farnsworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, actually,
I-
it's not
I
a bad
love that.
Professor Farnsworth either.
I love Professor Farnsworth because, you know, I am somewhat maybe, but I'm not going to admit to it because legal reasons. But I do sometimes go into the supermarket and just say, "Good news, everybody!"
Good.
Oh,
I think
there's
I need. I think maybe I need some special pills.
Yeah, that would help.
Special pills for a special person.
no, Merry
What on earth
Christmas
is in the-
hereditary.
What on earth is? Why is Bob's the thing in the corner of your screen? So
Well, why?
That's just the funniest thing ever. I'm not going to tell you who said it to me because I don't name and shame. But I love this person, and a DM thing was occurring, and Bob's a cunt, and I agree with it because Bob is a cunt.
yeah. Well, I mean, when we're talking about people who are cunts, which you can say on my channel,
shit.
I think I
I almost
actually owe
forgot.
an apology to somebody I declared as a cunt a few weeks back, who actually got up and made
Oh,
an
did you?
apology about the thing that I declared him as a cunt for. He actually made
Oh,
a
no.
personal apology on his own Twitter and on their website, apologizing for what he'd done, and criticizing the reporters who'd hijacked him at the end of something else and took everything he said out of context.
Wait, are
So
you
he-
talking about May?
I am
Are
talking
you
about
talking-
May, yes. Brian
Oh
May.
shit! You
We-
know, and you know what? And Stool stuck up for him.
Stool
We
did, and
that
Stool was
game on-
right, and
He did.
it
Stool-
hurts me to say Stool was right, but I know you're going to cut
Well,
this and
hang
you're going
on.
to put it on.
Whoa.
And I
I-
recall it. Yeah.
You want me to
yeah,
say
well,
that again, do you, Stool?
I need a timeout here, Australia Jen. I was just having a sip of coffee, and somebody said Stu was right. Now,
Yeah, that was me.
That never happens.
Yeah, unfortunately,
no
you were
idea.
right. You tried to tell us Brian May was probably taken out of context, and that he probably wasn't as big a cunt as I
Brian
thought he was.
May.
But you
Yeah.
were right. You called it
Well done.
100% right, and I have to apologize. Brian May was nowhere near the cunt I thought he was.
Are you gonna have
Nope.
to help me out with this one because I can't
Oh, that was the
remember.
whole thing
So,
where he did.
I remember
He was
kind of the
attributed saying a
conversation,
whole heap
but
of transphobic and anti-LGBT
But-
stuff in general.
what? This is boring me. Cut to the chase. What's the verdict? Is he a cunt?
No,
or is he
he's
not a
definitely
cunt?
not a cunt.
He's not.
Yeah,
he's not.
he apologized profusely on both the Queen website and his Twitter,
Just-
and explained what happened and criticized the journalists for misquoting him.
Australia, Jen. If you can see what I'm doing right now, I'm
Yeah.
Are you churning
subliminally
butter?
giving you you bad person. That
Yeah.
video was so awesome. I'll
That
talk
video
about
was
that in a
an
bit.
awesome lot of
So-
fun, but I was wrong. So, and I'm big enough to admit that I was wrong and still was right.
So, your new thing on the YouTube, Australia, Jen, because I love game shows. So your game
oh yeah,
show
we're
will be
we're
called Cunt
definitely gonna do
or not
that.
a cunt.
I was just wondering, whilst we're here and we're getting close to the end of the year and all that and everything, and it is Christmas Eve, why don't we talk about
Right.
cunt
But-
of the year? Yeah, is there
thing is-
definitely a thing for cunt of the year?
So,
But I don't know.
little
We-
Chris.
I don't know.
This-
We've had
this
to like
is-
backtrack. Why? You know.
I mean, there's
don't
been
know.
a lot of them this year. I mean, we can start with Trump in January.
No,
Yeah,
no,
well, he's
no,
gonna-
let me do
yeah,
my thing,
yeah.
please.
Yeah,
Please
okay.
let me do my thing because there is a huge delay here, and I do blame Australia for this, even though it's a hoax.
Yeah, it's my
There's
fault.
a
It's
big
always
delay.
my
So
fault.
let me do my thing. When you make your new quiz show, it's super important. That was like 10 seconds after I said the damn thing. So when you do your game show, it's really important that you have a big long dangly thing that swings. Okay, that's the secret. That's the secret to a good game show.
So we
Didn't
need a
we
stool
have
of meat
the-
to do we?
Yeah, but didn't we have the testicle thing or whatever in the back that was doing the scores?
Stoolometer.
Stoolometer, yeah.
Stoolometer.
A hanging poop that sways.
And
Oh,
anywho,
I
the
wish I had
lovely
said
crazy
that
cat
now.
lady,
Yes,
the
dear.
lovely crazy cat lady just referenced butter churning.
Mm.
Earlier today,
Yes, I
bear in
did.
mind it's
Yeah.
still yesterday for me. I
Are
don't
you
live in
still
the future
cleaning your
like-
pants from that?
Okay, Antura's
You know what?
nominating Santa Claus for Cunt of the Year.
Oh,
I'm
laughed
with
so-
that one. Yes, yeah. They should put
Okay,
him in
I
well,
there.
I
laughed so
mean-
much at that video. It was hilarious, and
So we
I
have-
may or may not have
I actually
accidentally
thought it was
downloaded
funny.
it to play with, because I need to do. She's not here, Dinah, so I can say this. She's not here, but I've downloaded it, and I'm going to do bad things with it, and then give it back to Kate. I'm going to give it to Kate, but with an added stooly twist.
Oh my! Oh my! Yeah, there's the other thing. I hope she wakes up and sees your messages. I can't remember what time we moved the show to on Sunday. Because yeah, with Christmas coming on Saturday, that's one of my dialysis days, and
Oh.
they
oh, what a
moved
way to
my
spend Christmas.
They moved they moved dialysis from Saturday to Sunday, but I've got to
Okay.
be there at 6 a.m. and I may not be home in time for the
For
regular start
coffee.
of the show. So
Hang on a minute. Have they changed your schedule? Because I'm pretty sure.
this week and next
I'm pretty
week,
sure
yes.
you said it was Boxing Day. Your next thing is Boxing Day, so 26th.
Yeah, Sunday.
Oh, okay, yeah, right.
Yeah, Boxing Day Sunday, and yeah, it's one of those little things, and
That's not good. Fuck.
no, and it's going to happen for New Year, the New Year as well.
Oh, that's
And
sucky.
I just
I'm sorry,
Oh,
Diane.
I-
fuck.
I'm
I
sorry.
want to get that
Yeah.
behind us and then just get
This-
back on a regular schedule again.
This
Yeah,
is one of
regularly
those
scheduled
occasions.
Yeah, huh?
This is one of those occasions where I wish I could do the magics and just click the. Do you remember I Dream of
Yes.
Jeannie?
That-
Oh, I
no,
do remember.
yeah, but you'd have to
with,
wiggle
with
your
Barbara
nose.
Eden.
Oh no, that was Bewitched, wasn't it? The nose wiggling.
Oh,
But yeah, that
God,
was
she
Bewitched.
Montgomery.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeannie put her arms in front of her and just nodded her
Blinked.
head down with that
Blinked.
ponytail
Yeah.
and blinked. Yeah.
Although, I mean, you could
Oh.
do the same thing if you had Thanos's glove from.
Oh, shut up. Those things are not real. They're make-believe.
As opposed to Stool's magic, which is real.
Yeah.
Jeannie's real. She's very real. And also, you remember, I forget her name. Her daughter was called Tabitha. What was the
That was
lady adult called?
Bewitched.
Oh, that was
Yep.
Bewitched. Samantha.
What was
the
Samantha?
character's
Samantha.
name.
That's the
Yes.
one, yeah.
Yep.
Played by Elizabeth
Um,
Montgomery.
She was awesome.
Correct. Yes.
And she had two
she
different
did a weird
husbands
thing.
with the same name.
I was gonna do that, Australia Jen. I was just gonna do that. And one of those, here's your question for 10 stool points. I'm opening this up to the room. Who was the stupid person who played one of her husbands? I'll give you a clue. Call blimey, governor. I'm a proper cockney, I am.
Wait a minute. Did Dick York play that character?
Dick York.
Dick-
Dick
or
Or
York,
was that
not
Dick
Dick Van
Sargent that
Dyke.
played it?
You've
Dick
compared.
Sargent?
You've
Fucking
compared.
Dyke.
You have
No, Dick
confused two
Van.
penises.
Her two husbands were Dick York and Dick Sargent.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Dick Van Dyke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nope.
You've confused your penises
No.
there still.
Yeah,
Yes.
Dick
Yeah.
Van Dyke wasn't in that one.
Sorry,
Oh my
Stool,
gosh,
wrong
I've got
Dick.
something wrong.
Okay, Jen,
I now
Yep.
have to deduct 10 points
I just
from
dropped
myself.
the link in the private chat to where the next segment is
okay,
going to
cool,
be
cool,
when
cool.
you wrap up.
No worries. Thank you.
Yep. Just so you,
This is
just so you can drop that in the audience
I
later,
will.
so people know where to go.
Yeah.
a very quick FYI. I feel like a dirty bastard now because I just got something wrong, and this rarely happens. So I need to punish myself in a very severe fashion.
But wait a
Can I
minute.
watch?
You
Yeah.
said it on the internet, so how can it be wrong?
That's
Ah,
right.
this is true. Yeah,
Oh, so in that
Somebody's
case,
gonna
Brian
believe
May
it.
is still a cunt. So we said it on the
I don't know. I'm still out on the Brian May thing.
Well,
I-
the
you know,
thing
I'm
we
gonna be-
accused him of being a cunt about, he definitely wasn't. The whole thing about being an ardent vegan and ripping on
I
everybody who
really
eats
need
meat,
this to be-
he was still a bit of a cunt about that.
One of the sad things about being a guest in somebody's StreamYard is you can't fucking mute them for everybody. Australia. Listen,
You say evil.
Oh, you mean like that?
I'm gonna.
I know.
You're not muted
I'll
anymore.
try.
I muted you.
Oh, God, you're
Listen,
so evil.
I'm going to do science here. We're not on this planet for very long. And fuck Australia. Just say the fucking thing. Don't give us your life story. Just say the fucking thing, okay?
Oh, God. Jeez, Stool.
Jeez, so what do you want me to say? Don't colonize me.
I'm not going to colonize you, but can you just give me the answer scientifically? Is Brian Cunt? No.
I do believe that was the answer, Stool.
I think Stool's giving us the answer.
There you
I've
go.
just-
you just,
I've
you
just
don't
given
need
him a name for my next stream.
Brian
Yes,
Cunt
you
Is
have.
Brian Cunt
a
a
cock.
it.
May?
Cool.
Is Brian
Oh,
Cunt a
May.
cox?
I liked it that way. Is Brian Cunt of May? I like it that way. That's good. Use that. Use that.
Oh, please
oh
don't
yeah,
tell
why am I going
anybody.
with
Don't
Brian
clip-
Cox?
don't-
Brian
Don't
May,
clip don't clip that because I feel really bad now. That's a really bad thing to call somebody. Brian Cunt is not funny.
Look, I think for the reason that I was calling him out as being a cunt for that stream, he definitely wasn't. But I've called him out as being a cunt previously for his ardent veganism, and I think that still stands. So.
Yeah, you did have that argument. You did
Yeah.
convince me with that that there was historical cuntness in
There
the
was a
whole thing.
historical
And-
cuntness for the man, yeah.
Cuntness, yes.
The thing we
Yeah.
were calling him out for on that stream, he definitely wasn't guilty of, so...
Well,
That's
it's
fair.
nice of you
That's-
to walk it back. That's
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
I'm going to be very careful because there is a hell of a lot of cuntiness occurring in the world at the moment.
Yes, there
I'm not
is.
going to say John Cleese.
And most of it
But
is in
just
the.
saying.
I'm not going to say John. I'll say John
Yeah.
Cleese. John. But I
Unfortunately,
think
that's
a
true.
bigger cunt at the moment for saying stupid ass things about lots of different shit has got to be Richard Dawkins.
Oh God!
I mean,
No,
the
wait a
amount of
minute, what's
cunty,
going on
stupid
here?
shit stuff that man has said this year. I mean, earlier this
Okay.
year, he suggested on national radio in the UK that all Down syndrome children should be euthanized.
I have
That
to
is
play devil's
absolutely
advocate
stupid.
here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what
I have to
happened?
play devil's
Oh, my.
advocate because technically he is a very clever person. And
Yes,
he's done some good
technically.
stuff
You
and
can be
written some
clever
good
and be a
stuff.
cunt. They're not mutually exclusive.
Well, I have
Correct.
to wonder.
Also, but this is the important thing. Sorry for interrupting. This is the important thing. Sometimes old people, they have a stroke, and I don't mean like.
I was
mean
just
like
going
that
there.
one.
I was just going there. Yep.
I think you have to maybe give a little bit of maybe,
Did he
He
actually
did
have a
have-
stroke? Oh, he did, didn't he?
He did have a
yeah.
stroke, and I've been noticing that he's been a cunt more since.
Come more
Man,
since.
yeah.
Yeah,
he's
but-
had more. He's been more cunty since
He's
he had
been
a
more-
stroke.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
It's
in
the
my def-
more there that throws me because that
Okay,
just
but-
means he was a cunt anyway. Like,
Yeah.
The question is, did the stroke make him more of a cunt, or did it just leave him unable to censor the part he shouldn't have said out loud?
I think you're
in my
right there,
defense,
Purple.
I have to speak about this because hopefully none of you ever have a stroke. There you go. I just said that on Christmas Eve.
Yes,
I know.
Well,
Because I've
that sort of
witnessed-
stroke.
I've witnessed how it happens.
If you have a
and
penis and want to have a
it's
stroke,
not-
that's entirely different.
It's
Oh,
not a good thing to
shit.
witness, my friends. It really isn't because my mum had one, and
Yeah.
she's like 1,000,000 years old. She's got dementia, and
I'm sorry.
these people will say the most stupid shit.
I
But they're
agree.
not
No,
doing
I've
it
seen it too.
intentionally.
Mm-mm.
They're not necessarily bad people. So I'm going to, on Australia Jen's knobometer, I'm gonna let it hang. I'm gonna let it hang straight down in the middle.
I think there's plenty of evidence that he was cunty before he had the stroke, but he's definitely been worse since. I think you were quite right.
I'm
there.
I don't know.
tempted. I'm very tempted to let my knob swing a little bit this way because not my knob, my knobometer. Fuck. Because
If I were a better
Hey, Matt.
artist, I would be drawing right now.
You know,
he
I'm
comes
gonna
from a
have to.
certain kind of background that maybe the Americans. I think Australia Jen might get it, but the Americans won't. He comes from a very certain type of background. I'm going to use the word privileged. So he doesn't necessarily. He's got that arrogance.
Yeah, but that doesn't make you a cunt. So I'm gonna have to
Well-
go with Stool on this one, Jen,
Well-
because last time you had the same argument about May and we just walked it back. So I'm
Yeah.
going with Stool.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
the,
kind of
the
with Stool on
problem
this
with
too.
being
I
privileged,
think the man
problem
is
with being
definitely a bit of a
privileged is
cunt,
not
but
that
yeah.
people are a cunt,
know-
Yeah.
but that they
Yeah.
don't realize when they're being a cunt.
Yeah,
Mhm.
arrogance is not the same thing. And I understand, as an American, I can say actually, Stool, I do understand the difference with privilege.
You know what? I'm
and
now
arrogance.
Claire's biggest fan because she's agreed with me twice in the last 10 minutes. So
Oh, damn.
The world is
damn.
That's
coming
not a
to an
thing.
end.
yeah,
What is
that's not a
wrong-
thing
you
that
know-
happens.
In my defense, it's not my fault. It's so damn early. It's only 8 o'clock in the morning, and I haven't even finished a full cup of coffee. So don't come for me.
Oh my gosh! Are you
Speaking
18?
of that,
Yeah,
I
Merry
need to
Christmas, Matt. I
refill.
know you've just hit Christmas there, so Merry Christmas. And sleep
Oh,
well.
damn it!
Sorry.
Where are we anyway?
He's East Coast.
Okay, it's 08:05 Eastern. So where is Matt?
He's Eastern Australia, so
Tayo Gorostu. Okay.
Hey, Matt.
Whatever that means, it's like Tayo Gorostu, Karakesta, Mera Poto Hadie.
Can we bring it
Oh.
back to somebody? Well, I think we're all kind
No.
of agreed that yeah, maybe cunt isn't the right word for Dawkins. A bit of an asshole is accurate, and he's kind of always been
Well, that
that.
definitely that. Definitely.
Oh, I'll
And
go
he's-
with that.
And he's definitely
Arsehole all the
always
way.
been that, but he has certainly the post effects of him having a stroke seems to have been to make him more so.
Yeah.
I have to wonder if there was a I don't know, let's see, a theme behind the sequence, because didn't Lala divorce him right after he had that stroke? And
I
it was
can't
like,
remember.
did he become worse and she just couldn't put up with him anymore?
Yeah, possibly.
And she's put up with some really weird, she put up with Tom
Is-
Baker, so she's put up with some really weird people.
Is this a real thing?
Oh, it
I
sounds
wasn't
horrible you
aware
say
of
that
this.
about Tom Baker, but you're right about him because he is an ass. He is a bit of an ass himself. So.
You're giving me news that I hadn't heard before. So did the Dawkins wife divorce him?
Yes.
Mm.
Oh, recently then.
This is a while back.
Couple of years.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. I'm going to do that thing with my beard if you don't mind, Australia, Jen.
You can do a
Fertilised,
thing
it's
with your
not
beard.
nude.
That's quite all right.
Okay, the article that they
I'm doing my thinking.
were announcing that they were divorcing came out when I'm looking for the date
Light
line
bulb,
on this.
light bulb.
I don't see a date line on here. Damn it.
Oh, we have a. I'm assuming word
That would
pig is
actually-
math pig on letters.
Oh, here we are.
Oh, I
Here's one.
I love word pig.
Dawkins announced in the Daily Mail that they were divorcing, and that was July 2016.
So that would be before or after the stroke. I'm not being judgy, but
I think it was
Yeah, that
just
would
after.
explain
just
things.
after. Yeah,
that would definitely explain things. Yeah.
yeah.
Also, Tom Baker is not a cunt. Just
Oh
gonna
no,
say
I
that.
wasn't saying he was a cunt.
No,
but
no, he's not a cunt. He's an asshole.
He's definitely a bit of an asshole though.
One day, I will show you lovely people my autograph from Tom Baker.
Oh no, I think Tom Baker's an awesome actor and he's done some amazing stuff.
absolutely.
You know what he,
But I know
You want
that
to know
on
what he
set
called
he's a
me?
bit of. I know that on set, even when he was younger doing Doctor Who, he was a bit of an asshole. So he's one of those people
Would you
who's
like
hard
to
to
know
deal
what
with.
he called me?
What did he call you?
I've got it in writing. I have genuine proof. I can do this in a court of law. I've got the evidence. Would you like to know what he called me?
What did he call you?
Howard the Brave.
No.
Wow.
Cool.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Because he was lying. No.
No, because I was lying.
Linda.
I told him I wasn't scared. I told him I wasn't scared of Daleks.
Oh,
Who the fuck
that's
says
so
that?
cool.
Everybody's scared of Daleks. but I'm the
everybody
only one
should
who
be
can admit
afraid.
it.
Be afraid. Be very afraid. All right, so
No.
let's move on to somebody who I think still actually probably would call a cunt. Liz Truss.
Oh, yeah. We were just talking about her earlier.
We were. That's why I went back to her.
Yeah. I'll say it again. It amazes the hell out of me that there are actually people out there putting her second on the list of likely successors to Boris.
Yeah.
I mean, how bad does Boris have to be to put her on that damn list? And this is
see
a
what-
rhetorical question, okay? I'm in the
Yeah,
U.S.
I'm-
and even
I'm
I
full of
know what a piece of
rhetoricals.
shit Boris is.
I see what you've done here, Australia, Jen. I see what you've done.
What have I
And I will
done?
not forgive you for it. Even though it's Christmas, praise Jesus, I will not forgive you for this. Because you know damn well that this will make my fucking dick fall off. I do not like that person.
Yeah, I don't think anyone likes Liz Truss except maybe Liz Truss.
Maybe.
Yeah,
And
I did
that's how
say
we-
maybe.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, my word.
Oh, deep breaths, count to 10.
I tell you, I would say British politics, but no, it's on both sides of the Atlantic. It's just politics, period. It's just gone to shit in the last 10 years.
Well, it's been a gradual progression, but yeah,
Yeah.
it is
I
at
really
the point
don't.
that I don't know if we'll ever be able to pull it back out of the abyss.
really
Something tells me
Can
no.
you ever pull
Not
it
in my
back out of the abyss?
lifetime.
Here you go. Let's put some video on.
I didn't want to do politics because it's Christmas, and as you know, I do love the baby Jesus. But for fuck's sake, firstly, he's not called Boris. He's called Alexander. Now stop calling him Boris, for fuck's sake.
He's called
when you call him
Alexander, but
Boris-
everyone calls him Boris.
He's called Alexander de Fiffle Johnson. That's his real fucking name.
Yeah.
When you call
Really?
him every time, and he's not fucking British.
No, I know
No?
he's not British.
No, and every time you call him Boris, a little baby's head falls off. So feel
Gee.
good.
A jelly baby held by Tom Baker.
Oh my, like a little jelly baby.
Would you like a jelly baby?
Oh god.
Boris eats babies.
Australia Jen,
Yes,
Australia
Jeff.
Jen.
The link's in the group chat if you
Australia Jen, Australia
Yeah,
Jen, stranger danger. My grandma told me that when a scary lady says, "Would you like a jelly baby?" I have to say no.
want. I'd rather have a snake than a jelly baby. Oh, geez, that comes out wrong in the middle of the context of the stream, doesn't it?
Tonight's episode is a fucking clip fest.
It is. It really is. But it's been fun.
And by the way,
I will have
tonight's
it.
episode has been sponsored by Brian Cunt.
I will have you know. Jen
You know what?
sources-
I'm sorry. Go
Jen
on.
sources are snakes from Gwyneth Paltrow.
Haven't the
Oh,
I
Yeah.
thought Navardi
Oh!
was responsible for the snake.
Oh!
There you go.
special flavors and they're all red. Jeez, that
Okay,
got
well,
bad
Jen,
quickly.
I do appreciate you taking this over. It's still a bit before sunrise where I am, so I'm gonna try to lay down and get a couple hours
You go,
sleep here.
Peps.
Oh, get some
We're
rest,
enjoying
yeah.
ourselves anyway.
Good luck to you with
Okay.
that.
Well, thanks a
Hopefully
lot.
You do get some.
And we have a scummer.
Yep.
Hey, Jeff.
We'll see you later,
Ahoy.
Red Purple.
Okay,
You have
well,
a good rest.
Yeah, we'll see you
Okay,
all in
I
a
am
few
gonna stop.
hours. Hopefully, I
Take
get
care,
some
Peps.
sleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Take
I
care.
am
Night,
going to
Peps.
start
Sleep
drinking.
well.
Yeah. Yeah. Mary, Jeff.
oh my gosh, that is the last thing
Yeah.
I need to see right now.
What?
Happy Og Fu and Merry Moo.
I
Hey,
make
Mary,
no
Mary.
secret of this, and I never have. I so want to touch Jeff's beer curtain.
There you go.
It's
Okay.
splendid.
What is beer curtain a euphemism for?
I don't.
It's
I
That
not
is
even-
obviously some
Like
sort of
how
euphemism.
you know, I used to hide a beer behind there, when I was
Ah,
on
is
the
that? Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay, so Jeff,
I-
we're figuring we were doing kind of cunt of the year sort of thing, and we've got to
Boris.
Liz Truss. So cunt or not?
Boris.
Yeah, we haven't got to Boris yet.
I incompetent. I don't know if I'd go as far with that corner, the C word, but she's an incompetent, definitely.
Oh, she's definitely
But,
incompetent.
Definitely.
but compared with some of her own colleagues in the Conservative Party cabinet, no, I mean, sorry, both Boris and Jacob Rees-Mogg are going to be above her in that.
Hmm. Oh, definitely.
Oh,
definitely.
this is no. Oh fuck! No, no,
Mm.
God, this is so
So,
painful.
so I guess we
Right.
then have to talk about Joseph Rees-Mogg then.
No, please don't do that.
No,
Please
we
never
are
do
because of
that.
you. Because of you, Stalk. So,
I'm going to actually say
No.
one of the most watched. Well, it's about the second or third most watched video on my channel was me responding to something Jacob Rees-Mogg said. when he was on Question Time and essentially defending the historical use of Britain's use of concentration camps during the Boer War.
Oh, I don't think there's any time you can defend the use of concentration camps.
Yeah. Now I had to sort of say there was a couple of things because there's a woman who went on there saying that it was systematic murder. I said, well, actually, I thought, okay, that isn't quite what happened. It wasn't what the Germans were doing in the 40s.
Right.
You know, it wasn't but it was not the altruistic thing Jacob Rees-Mogg was making it out to be of just rehousing refugees. It was not that at all.
Yeah, it's more closer to what the US has been doing with some of its detention centers.
Yes,
sorry, Claire.
I agree.
Sorry, Claire and Diana, but
no,
I'm old.
It wasn't even that.
We didn't do it, right, Diana? We didn't do it. We're
no,
just
you
born
personally
here.
didn't do it, but some of your politicians did.
I need permission, Australia, Jen. I need permission. Can I use a special Christmas edition of the C word, please?
Yeah, go for it.
Make it fancy.
Rees-Mogg is a cunting cunt.
Oh.
He's a cunting cunt. He
Throwing
really
those
is.
adjectives in there.
I'm old enough to remember because I heard it live.
Does this make him a cunt womble instead of a cock
when
womble?
When he said that the people who died in the Grenfell disaster.
Yes.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, Jeff.
Yes. Now, you just jogged my memory.
Yeah.
And
this is not a comedy character. You know, a lot of people think that Al Johnson.
Mummy.
No, not that one. But Alexander Johnson. And
I just,
I'm really sorry.
This stream is going away.
I'm so sorry for doing that.
I don't believe you're sorry, Stool.
No, I really am.
Stool has just completely embarrassed himself. I'd like to apologise to everybody who sees that for the racist caricature it is.
I'm gonna cancel myself. I'm really sorry. That just was not good. I'm sorry. And I've completely forgotten what I was talking about. But Johnson, they're not funny caricatures like we see on Spitting Image. They're not people to go, ha ha ha, he's funny.
No.
These people have fucking power, Jeff, and you know this. They've got the most powerful fucking positions in this country. Forget him, he's just a fucking dick. But number 2 and number 3 in the chain of command, those people are seriously fucking dangerous. And mark my words, young man, I'm preaching, mark my words, bad things are going to happen. And I know that you don't like it when I use the N-word, Jeff, because you understand history and we disagree on certain things, but that's fine. Merry Christmas. These people are very dangerous. They're not funny. They're not people to laugh at. Fucking dangerous.
This is really the same problem that the US has with the Republicans and especially Trump, in that people around the world are sitting there laughing at people like Trump and other people. But we shouldn't be laughing at them. We should be doing shit about them because these people are dangerous.
Absolutely. I agree.
Now, I'm going to think, because it wasn't, unfortunately, I think it was last year that Rees-Mogg was involved with an illegal proroguing of Parliament. But here's the thing that I think has put him up there as a contender this year. Remember I was talking a minute ago about what happened with the parties in Downing Street?
Yeah.
And the fact that they blatantly broke the rules. This asshole went out and did after this story had broken, this asshole went out and did a big speech in front of some other group of this business think tank or whatever they are.
Yeah. And
made a joke about it all, and it's like people were genuinely pissed off because hold on, I was talking to Stall about this the other day. I've been listening to James O'Brien on LBC recently, And there was a woman who phoned into this, and the other day, and like one of the days they were holding one of these parties is the day that she had to bury a relative, and people couldn't go to the funeral because they were observing the COVID restrictions. Yeah. Jacob Rees-Mogg is, rather than not just the fact that they broke the rules and we've all had to obey them, that is fucking atrocious enough. For Jacob Rees-Mogg then to go out and make a fucking joke about the whole thing, it shows what an entitled little Etonian fucking prick he is. This bloody
totally
divine right to rule that these people think they've got.
I'm completely agreeing with everything you're saying, Jeff. For context, the video is up on my YouTube channel. Go and check it out. Now, here's a fun fact for you, Jeff. That video was leaked by Guido. Now, you're familiar with that fucking piece of filth.
Yeah.
It's basically right-wing propaganda. So there's a reason why they would have leaked that. And we all know that that the bad people who actually run the Conservatives, they want Johnson out. And so things are being leaked to make him look bad. That's not rocket science. We all know this.
That happens all the time in politics, though.
Watch that fucking video. He was speaking at the what's it called? The IEF, the International Economics Forum. Do you know what they are? They're people, they're not a real thing. They're people they're just libertarians. They want to fucking remove all
a libertarian
rights.
think tank that somehow managed to disguise themselves as a charitable organisation, and they're not.
You're talking about you're talking about liberals who aren't liberal.
Yeah.
Watch that video. It's lengthy, so I do like saying that. It's lengthy, but most people will not pay attention to it. Halfway through, there is an edit, and if you're paying attention, you'll catch the tail end of Mogg finishing what would have been a spiel about how he hates the NHS.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Always pay attention to the things that aren't obvious.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
so I'm not. So I'm putting. There you go. This was cunt of the year. I am putting Jacob Rees-Mogg forward as a contender.
Oh, definitely a contender up there with Trump.
He's my. I'll put him above fucking Boris or anything like that.
Yeah, I'm not necessarily sure that Boris is a cunt. I think Boris is just a fucking fool.
Oh, by the way,
well,
if we're being technical about this. And it is too late now, because anybody who's been paying attention knows that it's too late. You had to buy the record yesterday, so Boris is a cunt. He's not going to go to number one. However, I'm a huge fan of that song. I love it so much. And if you've been paying attention to my tweets, the websites are banned. They're blocked in the UK.
Really? So you guys can't listen to it over there?
Oh, we can listen to it. But I
can listen to it. But
there was the site that they tried to the site where they put all the versions of the record up with the links to like Apple and Spotify or Amazon, where you could download these things. They pretty much tried to get that blocked.
It's not try to. It actually is. If you're using mobile data, You've got to be a big boy and say, hello, I need you to unblock the pawns. I can't look at those websites because they're blocked. Now, I've no idea why, because they're not doing the pawns or anything. So somebody's decided to fucking block those fuckers. Makes no sense to me.
All right, so getting away from politics. Belinda Paul asked is, given that we've retracted on Brian May, is Joke Rowling still in the running for being bitch or cunt of the year?
Of course.
I think she won bitch cunt of the next 3 centuries.
She's certainly making an effort towards it, isn't it? She doesn't just She won't let go, will she? She's got to, and she mobilizes her fandom. She deliberately goes out of her way to mobilize her fandom. I mean, the whole thing with the couple of people who showed up in front of her house and took photos there protesting. Oh, you doxed me. No, your house, the address of your house is public knowledge. All three of your properties are public knowledge. They're on fucking Wikipedia. No one has doxed you. But you set your entire fucking fandom at these people who protested you for being a bitch. So, yeah, I think J.K. Rowling comes up in that thing of being a cunt.
I'm serious. I think is she not still? Is she not the defending champion right now? Or
Oh yeah, I'd say she
I
probably
think
won
so.
last year's easy.
Yeah.
I don't know if she can win this year. I mean, some of the politicians have really made a solid effort this year.
Have we made this like an official thing yet? Because we might have to have a rule about if someone wins it once, it's got to be like at least 5 years before they can win it again. Because
Well, it'd probably take that long with her before she stops being one anyway, if ever. So
yeah.
I mean, I can imagine with someone like J.K. Rowling, she'll still be a cunt from beyond the grave. So
Oh,
Yeah.
By the way, I put the link to the Boris song in the chat. By the way.
oh, brilliant!
Yeah, I just looked it up, and I'm gonna get a copy of that. And
listen, I'm going on behalf of Australia, Jen, because she's uncivilized and is from Australia.
I'm uncouth.
Doesn't
Yeah.
exist. It's jokes. We sent them there for a reason, and this is.
Yeah, and do you notice that we tend to send all our assholes to America?
Mm-hmm.
You know, like
I've just done a tweet.
And no,
I've just done a tweet.
You can't.
I've done a
and I
tweet,
don't think
and I
you-
used this delay is fucking with my head.
Sorry.
I've done a tweet, and I used the C word. Now I'm going to apologise, not to Jeff because he's a lovely cunt. I fucking love that cunt so much.
There you go.
Do you
I'm
see?
your kind of cunt.
Yeah, you see how
context,
cunt can be a good
context.
word. Yeah, it's got to be. Well, you see, the thing with the word cunt is it has to be in context.
Yeah. Oh fuck! I want to play with that sentence now. Check my tweet.
Check your tweet.
Check your
I've just used the C word, and to the American people, I apologise because I get it. You've been told that the C word is a bad word. It is not a fucking bad word.
It's
It really
Brian
isn't. Please
cunt to me.
enjoy, love it,
Oh,
and
yeah,
use
it's
it
not a
properly.
fucking bad word. Yeah, I like the way you phrased that. Still.
That is purely because Still misspoke earlier in the stream and actually called him that, which is brilliant.
Don't spoil the magic.
It was
Don't
magic.
spoil the magic.
It
I'm
was
going
magic,
to, you know,
though.
I once went to Disney Land or World, whatever the fuck it's called, and it's a pile of shit. It's stupid, but I queued up like a dick, and you know what? Nothing will ever be better than me saying Brian cunt. I know
That
it's
was
wrong
brilliant.
to laugh at you. It's
I'm
wrong to
not
laugh
gonna
at
be.
yourself,
No,
but I'm kind of proud right now.
You should be.
This is my
I-
moment.
I worry I'll
Don't
never be able to say his
Take
name
away
right
my
again.
moments.
Sorry.
I need my moment.
Oh,
Don't take
shit.
it
You've
away.
had like 1,287 already. Chill.
I say, Belinda thinks if we can't give somebody the win the category 2 years in a row, then they should get a special mention. I'd rather not mention
Right?
JK at all, but I mean, given that we didn't actually do this last year, she is still in the running. Even though she probably would have won it last year.
So who are the candidates so far? We got JK, we got Rees-Mogg.
Right.
We've got Richard Dawkins, who we decided isn't, but is he's
Yeah,
definitely an
well, maybe-
asshole. But he's got extenuating. We will allow him extenuating circumstances because his cuntiness has mostly come about since he had his stroke. So
Well, I wish you would shut up anyway.
yeah, I do too. I really.
Maybe if he wins this award, it will replace that Humanist Award or Year Award that was taken away from him. I don't know.
So he's still in the running, but I'm not overtly sure.
Australia, Jen. You know, in the old days when people couldn't turn up for to receive their awards,
Yeah.
and they would get somebody to stand in for them to receive it.
I
need
have
a
a
stand-in. and
have a
I'm nominating
candidate.
Jeff. I want Jeff to be my stand-in when I receive my award. This green thing is really fucking with my head, Australia Gem. Can you make it stop?
No, I can't because I'm grabbing this and I'm using that as a green screen for the background.
Yeah, I
sorry.
have given what he's done and been convicted of this year. Is Kent Hovins get a look in on this?
Oh,
please,
definitely.
yes.
Yes.
Don't leave it out.
Yes. You know, just for the double denim, just for the double denim alone, Jeff, right?
Oh yeah, the domestic abuse is just the icing on the cake there, but
that's the idea.
Yeah, I don't think that's the right phrase to use for that, Jeff.
Can we nominate his little monkey boy? Let's nominate his little monkey boy.
Powell. Matt
Yeah.
Powell.
Banana boy. Okay. All right.
Banana boy.
Yeah. Or I could see that. I would definitely vote
I
on both of those.
I mean, you know, normally I think Kent Hovind's not really normally worthy of a mention, to be honest, because he's just what. But I think obviously with what's come out and what's happened, what we know has happened this year, and he's been convicted of it.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel he's in a discussion now.
Yeah.
You know what? I've had this discussion with you. You know, my memory's now kicking in. Oh fuck! I would be so fun in an old folks' home. Please don't clip that. That sounded wrong. No, fuck, shit, piss, shit, fuck. Okay.
So you only got to wait 2 years. You'll be in there one anyway.
I love you, Jeff. So, and when I say I love you, I want to
platonically.
Touch your hair
yeah.
and lick it.
Oh yeah, that sounds a bit more than platonically.
It's COVID restrictions at the moment still, but once that's lifted,
no licking.
Once that's lifted,
you have to touch him with a stick from 1.5 meters away.
Exactly. Oh my.
Do we have any nominations from the chat for Cunt of the Year? I mean, definitely. I think everybody thinks that Trump should be nominated.
Yes. I would go with that.
I can't see how you couldn't nominate him. Inciting a riot in your own fucking country certainly gets up there.
But wait. Here's the rule. We will automatically just vote him in if you just don't talk about him anymore. Just don't even, vote him in. All our votes. That's it. You know, I hate.
I've had another thought as well, Jen. I'll put it in the private chat as a potential candidate.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Let's talk about him.
Wait a minute. I'm not looking at the moment.
Oh,
fuck! Absolutely.
Yes, absolutely.
I hate that.
Jeff, you nominated this person. I think you should talk about it first.
Yeah, you get
just
Jeff.
As the adult in the room. As the adult in the room, because to be honest, you people are really sick and twisted. So as the grown up,
I actually respected him.
That was a laugh. Let's not mention names because legal. We don't want to get sued and stuff. Okay.
We already mentioned J.K. Rowling. It is too late for that.
I know what Stuhl's saying.
We mentioned all their names.
Well, there is a serious thing to this as well. Actually, all joking aside, there is a serious thing to this. Now, should we say, the previous allegations that have been made against this guy, it's best we don't talk about. I think that's fair to say.
I think that's fair. There is still court proceedings about certain things, so we can't talk about them anyway.
I'm not even nominating him on that basis alone.
Right. I agree.
On the basis of what has been on his Twitter feed over the past 12 months.
Yes.
And so ladies and gentlemen who have no idea who we're talking about, David Silverman.
Yep.
Yeah, he has just totally lost it.
Oh, he has, hasn't he? there's ever been a
What I
case of a
suspect-
person's mental cognitivity going straight off the rails, it's David Silverman. I mean, and we can't even give him the caveat of he's had a stroke or something like that because he's just off the rails.
Australia, Jen, can you just
Well,
say
what
cognitivity again, please?
Yeah, I know I'm
Yeah.
not because I know I screwed that word up.
What I'm guessing, and this is just me, and come on after me, David. I've got nothing to take anyway. He's been an absolute cunt all his life, and it's just since that other stuff broke, and he lost his
Merry
position
Christmas.
and everything else. That's what sent him over the edge, is what I'm thinking. It's when he fell from grace.
Yeah, I think it's a
Yeah.
psychological breakdown for David Silverman.
I think he's been, to be honest, I've always thought he was a fucking dick anyway, but he is just.
Yeah, I mean,
totally lost the
definitely.
fucking
I mean,
plot.
you look at the people who are part of that, the Four Horsemen. Most of them are dicks.
Yeah, well, I thought. Well, I still don't get the way, and I'm going to just say this out loud now, okay? If you consider yourself an atheist and consider yourself a great critical thinker because you're an atheist, but will not question a single fucking word Christopher Hitchens ever said in his life, then you are not a fucking critical thinker.
Oh,
Hitchens
please.
said some ridiculous shit at
Hitchens
times.
and I would have some monumental arguments where he's still alive, mainly over the Middle East. But yeah.
Oh yeah, he was out to lunch on that. He was totally out.
Oh,
yeah.
And
I have a thing for the Dongolita.
I think it was, and I think that a lot of his position on that was a result of his anti-theism.
Okay,
but-
I can accept that.
But this thing, Christopher. I mean, Christopher Hitchens in his younger years, I think I'd have gotten along with very well, and even his brother. I mean, they both. Do you know that do you know what their first journalism job was? Or their first writing jobs? And Stuhl will know this paper. It was a newspaper called the Socialist Worker, which is a very much a far left newspaper in this country. I mean that's kind of where they started writing, and they were members of the Socialist Workers' Party.
It impresses me that Peter was,
Yeah, even Peter was, yeah.
And Tornado, I only
Peter
just
was-
noticed that you asked for a link, but I'm only going for another 20 minutes, so I probably won't send you a link for just 20 minutes. I don't think it's...
I have a new entry for the Contometer.
Stuhl's going to nominate me.
Before you had something, Jeannie already suggested, has already nominated Joe Minchin and Ted Cruz. I assume that's who she meant.
Yeah, I think she meant
I don't-
Ted Cruz too, and I'd go with that. Yeah.
I don't want to be greedy because I'm not familiar with the length of your dangly thing, Australia Jen. So I'm going to add a little bit of it. I'm going to add a little bit of it to the.
When we have a dangly
side.
thing for those
I'm
streams,
not
it's
gonna
going to
bring
have
that
to be
up.
called Stuhl's dangly thing because I don't have a dangly thing. So
Hitchens' brother, the
Hitchens,
stupid one.
the stupid one. Yeah, I don't know that he's a cunt. He's a fucking
I don't
idiot,
know.
though.
I don't know. I don't. I mean, again, I wouldn't even say he's always the stupid one. He had a better position on blooming Iraq than Christopher did.
He did. He's just the religious one. Religiously stupid.
No.
I always got the feeling that Peter Hitchens would deliberately always take the opposite position of his brother. They just did not like one another.
Right.
They might be brothers. They didn't like each other at all.
I've got a flaw in your analysis here, Jeff, because one of them is now dead, but the stupid one is still being a dick.
Stupid, yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely
And
a
he's
dick.
telling
I'll
people
go with that.
He's telling people not to believe in the COVIDs and all that kind of shit that they do. He's a grifting fuck. And okay, I'm going to do an all-encompassing thing here, Australia Gem, because I know your dangly thing isn't big. So can I put all grifters into one category, please?
Oh, yeah.
Can I have a cunt category called grifters?
Grifters, yeah. Yeah, I'd go with grifters. Yeah, definitely. There's different types of
Grifters
grift.
really need to fuck off and die. They really
dishonest grifting. I mean, there are people who grift without being
Is there
dishonest.
any other kind?
No, because I suppose if you're not, you kind of have to be dishonest to be a grifter, don't you? It really is what
Kinda,
part of it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
No, you're right.
Mhm.
I'll shut up now because I'm definitely wrong about this.
Hey, I win.
I did have another. Actually, no, I'm not going to go there. I did have a thought about someone that who was in the community that I could have nominated because of what they did, but I'm not going to bring it up. So forget
Yeah.
it.
So Tornado's got
I-
a few nominees, but it's mostly around January the 6th and the idiots who got
Mhm.
involved with doing the.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I think you can definitely
Definitely.
call everybody who is involved with starting that insurrection, including Donald J. Trump, a cunt.
Yep.
That's
I
pretty
think-
much
I
straight
think-
off.
I don't
You're a
know
cunt.
that I don't know. I don't necessarily know that any of the ones who took part would be necessarily winners of Cunt of the Year, but I think
Oh,
the
they're
QAnon
definitely-
Charlie maybe an honourable mention.
Definitely honorable
maybe-
mentions.
Do we have a subordinate dom category?
Oh, hold on. Okay, another one. I will say another one here who I do think is worthy of a nomination. Piers Corbyn.
Oh,
Oh,
Okay, that's going to be a hard one to beat, I think.
That guy. That guy is. That guy. I think has really put himself in the running in the last. And just in the last week, because just don't know, he was arrested a few days ago for incitement.
Yeah,
So
yeah, Corbyn is definitely a cunt.
yeah.
mhm.
It's there's so many of them.
I'm really enjoying this stream, Australia Gen, because never in my life have I been allowed to use the C word so many times without being scared.
Hey,
I think
Don't be scared of the C word.
Do you think what we need to do here is narrow it down to like 4 candidates, and we could do a Twitter poll and leave it
I
running
think we
for a
need to
week?
do a Twitter poll for
Or-
it.
Yep.
Or actually, we could do some sort of I don't know what other way we can do it. If there's a sort of secret poll way, so that we can announce it on another stream at the end of on
Well,
like New Year's
we
Eve
can
or
do
something.
polls in our
community
Twitter
tab.
community
for-
tabs,
Yeah.
and I'm
Yeah.
thinking maybe
Yeah.
next Friday, because there is no 6-pack. Maybe Claire and I can do a final show about this,
I'm
and we'll do a
I'm-
poll
I'm
during
off
the week
next-
on our
I'm
community
off-
on one of our
I'm-
community
Oh,
tabs.
I'm off.
Yeah,
I'm off
you want to
I'm
do
off
tits
work.
out on Friday?
Yeah, we can. Well,
Are you,
we
Jeff?
might.
I'm
Yeah.
off work next Friday.
Oh, you're
You
at work
are?
next
Listen,
Friday.
I need to be the grown up in the room again. I'm really sorry for being
Yes.
boring, but it's Christmas and Jesus loves you all. He
Oh,
wants to
not
come
me.
inside you.
Doesn't,
Do not
I'm
use
sure
the
he
C
does.
word.
doesn't
On,
Jesus loves the
Well,
little
but-
children sound rapey?
don't
It
use the
does.
C word on the Twitters. I got
No.
sent to Twitmore for like a long time. Don't use the C word on Twitters.
They
Use
don't
your
like it.
imagination.
I agree. Yeah, but your community tab can do 5, and you can, it has many more characters than Twitter.
Yeah, so
For
I
sure.
think we might
I
do
think-
that. What time do you finish work on Friday, Jeff? Because with Claire and I, there's no
Uh,
reason why we
I'm-
couldn't
I'm
maybe
off-
start a little
I'm
later.
off work. I'm off work next Friday. Thursday is the last day I'm working next week.
Oh,
I mean, I'm only
Okay, so we're
working
talking
Wednesday
about
and
doing a
Thursday
Friday
next
night,
week.
the time we normally do a 6-pack.
Oh right, yeah, okay. That's not a problem at all. That's like
Okay, so I
sort
think
of
we'll
middle
do.
of the day for me,
Well,
innit?
we can do that, and we'll do it as.
Well,
I don't think
what
we'll
we
do it
need
as
to
a
do
tits
though-
out, Claire. I think we'll just do it as a random stream.
okay, sure.
I would
I
would
think
prefer
we-
not to get my tits out.
Yeah,
if you
I don't
mind.
think we,
Okay.
I don't
No
think
problem.
it'd be a good
No
stream to
problem.
sit here naked for. So.
Yeah.
Oh, wait,
I think
Jeff,
what- I think what we
Mm.
need to do here is actually get a definitive list down. How many can we put in a poll here?
We can put 5 in a
Five.
poll.
Okay, so we need to make a
community.
short list of 5 here, don't we? So
Yeah, and we've
I
had a
think
we
few
talked about
good
we-
suggestions. I
we've
think
had
JK
Hogan,
definitely
we've-
has to be in the running.
so JK, I
Hogan.
think is a given.
and Hovind and JK and Trump, and yeah.
So
Well,
that
no.
leaves. I think. Does this mean? I think Rees-Mogg's not going to make the cut, is he?
Well, you got 2 more spots. Who you gonna put in?
So so we've got JK, Kent,
Right?
Trump,
Yeah, that's 3. Yeah.
3. So Rees-Mogg, Who else have we talked about?
Four.
Silverman.
This is
that's
going to
five.
cause so many
There we
fights
go.
and battles.
Do we put
because I'm
Silverman
not agreeing
or
with these.
is there somebody
That
more
would mean-
deserving? I think Rees-Mogg is definitely deserving. Yeah,
Mhm.
definitely Trump, JK, Hovind, but who else have we talked about? Just
Silverman.
Well, which one's more consistent? Like, which one has more going on? Like, you know,
I
Silverman's
think
one issue,
Silverman, even though he's an arsehole, has less effect internationally than
right?
someone than some of the others we've
Oh,
talked about.
Well, so we're going for international content.
Well,
here.
no,
This is pretty good.
well, I think there needs to be a bit
Here's
more recognition.
Okay.
So
Piers Corbyn's the other one
I think
suggested,
Corbyn.
wasn't it?
There you go. I think
Piers
so too.
Corbyn,
Deb.
I think, has to be on the list.
What's his first name?
All right,
Piers.
Pierce. That's right.
I've just.
Oh, wait. What
Oh.
about Kevin Sorbo? I mean, you know,
Yeah,
oh Christ, we
important.
can't forget about Kevin Sorbo.
I would say
Right.
honourable mention.
Yeah, I would.
Why
put him
can't
up
we
there
do?
with honorable mentions.
Wait. No. We could do it a tag team. We could go Trump
Actually-
/ Kevin Sorbo. I mean, come on, they're
Technically,
like
you
not
could,
the same.
technically you could run two polls on
Technically.
your. Technically,
Actually,
you could run two polls.
we
on
we
your
could
community tab,
we could actually.
Who gets most of the votes?
Well, why don't we've got one woman and 4 guys there. Why don't we have men and women's categories? Not that we've talked about many women, but
Then we got to come up. We got to come up with
No.
more.
Don't-
No, let's just do 4 more,
no,
not
stop,
men and
don't
women.
Do that. Don't
Yeah.
do that because don't do that because what you can do, you see, this means you can have JK in the same category as all the men just to piss her off even more.
Oh yeah, no, I agree with you. Okay, well, what if we have a British and American list?
Well, wait a minute. Aren't there any cons in Australia?
Oh, there are, but we didn't
Well,
actually bring them up.
well,
I would
Australia's
put
full of cons.
see, I would put Scott
I-
Morrison up there with it, but I'm not sure that he's anywhere near in the field of these guys.
I need to be the first person to do this because you people are not brave enough to say it. I'm brave and it's Christmas, so I'm just going to come out and say it. I love how Claire says cunt. It's fucking awesome, it really is.
Greg Hardwick
hear
says
me say
Sorbo is a
that.
second-rate cunt.
Jeez. Oh, damn,
So,
Stuart.
I think either we've got to. So I think either we've got to we've got to run 2 polls on our community tab, or we've got to narrow it down to 5.
So if we
somehow.
if we add, well, I still think putting Trump / Kevin Sorbo is an option because think of their mentality and the stuff they stand for, the stuff that falls out of their mouth. It's not that it's very close. Come on, they could be like twinsies.
Well, could we put them up? Could we put Trump and Sorbo up together because Sorbo was such a big defender of Trump?
Yeah,
I don't
like-
think, I don't
as
think
a
Sorbo's
joint.
important.
like the
I don't
American
think
cunt
Sorbo's
team.
important enough, honestly.
I'm
but
not
he-
sure that
but he
Sorbo
does-
is either.
he-
We all know he's a
he
cunt, but I think a
does-
lot of people just ignore the fact that he even exists.
He has his nose so far up contest. You got, I mean, Trump's ass. You got to just put him right there. He's right there on his coattails. Yeah, I think so.
I mean,
sure beats-
I think within our community, Silverman's got to be worth a
Yeah,
mention.
I
It's
think
a
we can
sort of
announce the
wider
final 5
context.
next week, and we can talk about them all independently and properly talk about them. So I think we have a bit of a discussion to go through.
This is
Because
going to replace dumb fuck of the year, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the
Well,
dumb fuck of the year, but
it's
not
something to do.
but not
This
dumb
is gonna
fuck of the
replace
things.
dumb-
This is kind
Yeah,
of the year.
this is going to be slightly different. This is going to be different. Yeah.
I want to do like one a parody on the awards for the YouTubers. I want to do that. But I'm not brave enough yet. I want to wait. I'll wait till I get to 1,000 and I'm a real channel. Then I'll do it so they can cancel me proper.
Yeah.
Like you got right. No, but,
Okay. So I will put the link in for the next one that starts in 10 minutes.
okay.
So,
Oh,
Oh,
fuck, I
yay.
keep forgetting.
Ooh,
Australia, Jen. Australia, Jen, my bad. I keep forgetting that this thing is going to last for like another 48 hours.
Yeah, but we don't have to be in all of them. There's no requirement that everyone be on all
Yeah,
of them.
you're not
mine's
allowed
not
to get
till
any-
No.
another. Mine's 12 hours
But
away or something like
there is a
15
fucking
hours away.
requirement. I'm legally obliged to do this. If I don't do it, I get taken back to prison and they'll put ankle things on my legs and make me do sex with boys and stuff. I've got to do this.
Oh, it sounds like a party. Where you going?
Still doesn't want to be someone's
can't.
bitch. That's the problem.
That's it. Who could blame him? It's like, I don't. That sounds rough, though. That sounds really rough.
It's really rough when they run out of Vaseline, apparently.
You know, Belinda brings up a good point, though. Is Hovind actually international enough to be an
that
international
would be-
young
no.
front?
I don't know that he is really. I mean, there may be people starting to hear about him, but still, he's a small fish in a big pond.
Actually, in some respects, as much of a cunt as Hovind actually is, Kevin Sorbo actually has more pull and shitty things going out there than Hovind
we could
does.
probably dump Hovind and put Sorbo in there instead because he's got more cuntiness.
I'm prepared to go with that.
Okay, hold on. So, I'd dump Hovind maybe, but maybe not necessarily for Kevin Sorbo. I'm just trying to think. I'd be actually tempted to dump Kent for Silverman.
You got a good point because at least the issue is there. Yeah, I will go with you with that, Jeff. Actually.
Yeah, and I tend to agree with you about Sorbo. I mean, Sorbo's an idiot more than being a cunt.
But and I kind of agree with Jeff. Let's not give him the name power. Like, he doesn't deserve it.
I mean, look, I did. I mean, at the end of the day, I summed Kevin Sorbo up in the several tweets, didn't we? He and it was January the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Sorbo, in the space of 2 hours, was like, "Yes, it's happening." Basically, he went from "Yes, it's happening. We're storming the Capitol," to about an hour or so later, guys, please don't storm the Capitol. It's not, and then an hour later, it was Antifa that stormed the Capitol, pretending to be true. In other words, once he realised he was all in on this thing, and then when he realised this wasn't going to play out, this wasn't going to play out as well as maybe he thought it was going to, and people were actually pretty fucking pissed off about it because because not everybody in America wanted a far right coup. He suddenly backtracked and then tried to make out that it was a fucking Antifa had infiltrated.
I'm not happy with the come towards. I'm not liking the come towards anymore, Australia Jen, because
why?
I think there is a difference between a cunt and a cunt. So the cunts such as Hovind and whatever, they're just fucking cunts.
Yeah.
But you've got the cunts who actually can potentially fuck the world up.
Thing. Yeah, and I think that's what the kind of level we're looking at.
You know what? And I think then Belinda has a good recommendation. Then put that Ghislaine Maxwell in there.
Maxwell.
Yeah.
Could we blame that on that she was unluckily genetically because her old man was a cunt as well?
Well, that would definitely.
Her dad was one of the biggest cunts in like the 20th century, you know.
But then wouldn't that like secure her spot?
Including certain dictators and so on. But
it's a family business being a cunt to the world.
If it's a family business, then she needs a spot, man.
Criminal fucking.
She didn't.
I agree.
She did enough on her own.
I mean, J.K. Rowling, Trump, Rees-Mogg,
Elaine,
Pierce Corbyn, and that they have abilities to fuck up entire countries, or the planet, or entire groups of
Pierce
people.
Corbyn is doing that right now in Britain.
And I think, Belinda's probably right with
Belinda's common.
She has that sort of thing.
Yeah. I don't know. Who are we going to take off to put her on?
Silverman. Silverman isn't going to fuck up the whole world. He's just a basic cunt.
Elaine Maxwell was Robert's favourite child. Do you know the name of the yacht he was on when he went overboard was called Lady Ghislaine? He named it after.
Oh, okay.
I tell you who we should add to the list, and it means we add somebody who was born in Australia, and that's Rupert fucking Murdoch.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
God!
Now would say here's a big takeaway, I think, for the year. For politicians all around the world, especially in the UK, learn this fucking lesson. Politicians around the world for 20 fucking years have sucked up to Rupert Murdoch because they think he's the kingmaker.
Yeah.
And that you have to get into... Well, Murdoch threw his entire bloody machine behind Donald Trump and fucking didn't win. So maybe learn a lesson there that Rupert Murdoch is not fucking... You
God.
don't have to kiss Rupert Murdoch's ass.
I've got something
True,
more
but
profound,
it
Jeff.
does make him a huge cunt, though. Put him on the
It
list.
does make him a huge cunt, yeah. And he's always been like
Those
it, so...
Those people are massive cunts, and I want those people to go to the top of the cuntometer, because in this country, fuck those newspapers, they have destroyed us. However,
They have.
here's
and
something really
that's,
profound. If
Yeah.
you read her name, you know, the lady who's in court for doing the bad stuff, read it
Ghislaine,
phonetically.
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Could actually
Ghislaine.
be clear, she hasn't actually been
Fucking
convicted yet, has she?
Ghislaine.
Yeah,
Lane.
she hasn't. She's in court. She hasn't been
Lane.
convicted.
So I think maybe we should, on that basis, hold off of nominating her. If she gets convicted, then I think maybe
She could
Oh,
make it
hell
for
no.
next year.
Oh no, Jeff. I could read the warrant to get slam dunk. No, she
You-
goes on the list.
You
There's no way
definitely
she's
want
getting
her
out
on
of
the
here.
list, do you?
No, she definitely belongs there.
You're
Just-
more familiar with the case. And
Well, we'll let you.
Yeah,
We'll
well.
let you present her then, Claire. But
Let's
So
Yeah,
do
that's
we
what
want
I'm
Ghislaine
saying.
or do we want Rupert? I think
firstly,
I think
Right.
Rupert could.
Oh, we have to choose between the two. We have to choose
Well,
between
we're
the
up to
two.
Australia,
five.
Let's
Jen,
go
Australia,
Rupert.
Jen,
again.
Then the hell with
Australia,
Ghislaine.
Jen.
Give
oh,
it Rupert.
well, hold on. Still's trying to get something
Sorry,
in
Still.
here.
Sure.
I need a timeout here, Australia Gem, because I don't think we should be ever talking about things when a trial is occurring, because
Yeah,
that's
I
illegal,
agree.
and we could go
Alright,
to
drop
prison
her.
for it. And I've
We
told you
drop her.
already, I don't want to go to prison because the boys will do things with my bum and stuff, and I don't want that.
Oh, not
I don't
again.
want hairy men touching my testicles.
I mean,
Call me
we
old-fashioned.
And
if we
can I
talk
just
about
point
her,
out,
we could be held in contempt of court, and I don't think that's worth it.
And can we just
Yeah.
say, if she's anything like her dad, she
Yeah.
will fucking sue us.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So I think
alright,
we will
so
leave her
Rupert-
till after the court, and then maybe we can discuss
And-
it. But I think we'll
Well,
go
that
with
leaves Rupert.
yep,
well,
which
Rupert,
leaves us
then we got
J.K.
Murdoch.
Rowling, Donald Trump, Rees-Mogg, Piers Corbyn, and Rupert Murdoch. And we will
There
have
you
that.
go.
I'll
That's
have
the
that
list.
up on my channel as a vote thing. We'll post
Murdoch
it.
is the cunt of cunts.
I'll take it. Job well done,
I'm-
guys.
I'm
Job
gonna
well
We
done.
did it. We've got it
I
there
know
for
I
you.
nominated Rees-Mogg, but I think my vote is probably going to go to Piers Corbyn now. I think he's going to
Stop suggesting people chat, because I tend to agree that Elon Musk is a bit
Yeah,
of a
we
cunt,
can't-
but I don't think
He
he's
is.
in the same level.
He's not on this.
He's not
level,
on this
no.
list. He's a bit of a cunt, but he's not on this list.
I think
I
actually
get-
I'm going to be campaigning for Piers Corbyn on this actually now.
Okay.
I get in so much trouble for saying that Elon Musk is a cunt. He is
Not
a
here.
cunt.
He is.
He really is a cunt, but he's not. Oh, fuck, Godwin. No, it's Christmas Eve. I'm not going to Godwin myself. Jeff, don't make me say the H word.
All right. Well,
Elon Musk
we're
is
still
not a-
waiting for
is-
Celia to
He's
start.
not an H
so-
word, all right?
Yeah. So, do we keep going until Celia actually starts their streams?
Belinda wants to know if when we play the awards, you're going to play Eurocont as the theme song when it comes on.
Oh, maybe.
I'm clipping this fucker so much because I love it when Claire says the C word.
Yeah?
Seriously, I'm
Then
12
you should come.
and
You should come to me. Like, it's okay. I act like a 14-year-old boy with my humor. I don't care. Like, I just like.
Claire, you need to make a recording of Stu just you saying that word.
Yeah, you know.
I
This
still
could-
going to cut
you-
so many of these and just have a big log group things of
Yeah?
each of us going, cunt, 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 cunt.
You want?
Can we-
I'll send.
actually,
I'll
can we
send
get
you
a-
something.
can-
I'll
Claire,
send you
can you do
something
a, like,
special, Stu.
Can you do a
Yeah?
Hey,
karaoke
Celia,
version
I've already
of,
put the
like,
link for it in, but if you want to put your I just realised you can't.
You mean like do the song "You're a Cunt" for stolen?
Yeah.
They've just started the.
They just started, so we
I
better
see
get off
they've
then,
started.
haven't
So please, everybody, hop over there. I'll put the link in again.
Before everybody goes, I'm not a criminal. I don't want hairy people to touch my bottom. Also,
Okay.
alibi. If you find a recording of a lady saying "cunt, cunt" under my bed, I'm not weird. I'm not
No,
fucking
you're not.
weird.
It's okay. It's okay. I get weirder requests than that. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Jeff, if you're really off, you contact me, and we got an AIT to do sometime. Yeah.
And look out
If
for
you got
next
some
Friday, New
holiday
Year's
time.
Eve. We'll be having we're going to put the votes up. We're going to have the
What?
countdown of
We're
all
gonna have a
these
good
people
one.
that we've decided are up there for cunt of the year, and we're going to announce the cunt of the year.
It's gonna be fun.
It's going to be fun.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do we still
I'm
have
really
that thing with the
worried, guys.
testicles on it for the votes? That
Oh,
you
I
had?
am going
know,
to
that
make
thing?
up.
Oh,
I am going to make
Okay,
up.
okay.
I'm gonna have to do. I'll have to do like a little video. I'll get to do a little.
We're
video
gonna make
submission of what I
a
think people should
swingometer. A
Yeah.
swingometer.
A swingometer. There you go.
That got stolen. All right. We'll
Oh
be
my
there. I'm going to end this stream. Thank you, everybody who's been there. Please go over to
Yeah, go over.
Celia's stream. I hope I said your name
she
right.
started.
The link's there. She's already started. Have a great Christmas, everyone. I'll see you on everybody else's streams. Bye.
Yep.
Moo.
See y'all. Bye y'all. Bye y'all.
Moo, 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 moo.
Yep.
Now, when I find the right page. And
I hope we didn't say cunt.